All right, this is Mike Rubini. Thank you for tuning in. And I just wanted to do an open report for this month, November 2020. If you don't know me, I basically bootstrap multiple software products in parallel without a CS degree, without any investments, and without even a team. Through the presentation, I will probably use the word we do this, but don't be fooled, it's only me. And I work on this basically full time. And I'm also a jazz musician. So I do this by day, and by night, I try to play music. And so all of these stats that we will go through are actually available at brain.rubini.solutions, which is the site that you see on the screen. I built a platform that basically aggregates all of my stats, and I subscribe to the open movement, which is a movement that values transparency a lot. And so I basically share app and revenue metrics and even what I'm working on at any moment. So basically, what happened in November? So in November, we actually brought in 5.3 MRR, which is monthly recurring revenue for the businesses overall, and that's an increase from 4.9 in October. Basically, we had a few people subscribe uh, to one of our softwares, and I'm 74% through the goal, which for me is 7.2. That's the next goal that I want to reach. And all in all, we actually brought in this month over $6,000 we generated, but not yet received, because if you actually account for account receivables, and if you account for payout dates, which could be in the next month, uh, then it's far less than that. And this might seem a lot for a one person operation, but it's actually not. Again, especially if you account, this is gross revenue. If you account costs and taxes and again payout dates, it's not. So excuse me. Let's look at net. So the net for November 2020, again, so my monthly recurring revenue, net of equity, because on some businesses I have partners that we obviously split the revenue with. My net of equity is 4.6. And by the way, my partners are basically not silent partners, but basically I do all the coding of all of my software businesses. And the monthly recurring profit, which is net of costs, fees, and taxes, is actually $2.8 thousand, which if you do the math and you actually convert to euros, which is the value, like the currency that I spend in, because I'm in Italy right now, it's actually 2.3. And what I basically predicted to be doing this month was more about like $2,000, because again you have to account the payouts, which for some SaaS I get paid quarterly, not every month. So I predicted to be 2,000 euro. Sorry, I actually ended up doing like 1.6 in November, net of costs, fees, and taxes, because of some like unplanned things that I bought. And I have to say I'm very frugal with expenses. Usually I run my whole operation with more or less $600-700 of costs, and that's overall across all of my SaaS. So if we look at traffic, um, I'm very pleased. As you can see, like it's not a lot, but I'm very pleased because the people that return to the sites are actually more, pretty much every day they are more of the people that discover the sites, discover the software platforms. Um, and that's a win for me because I don't do paid ads. I don't do any form like of paid advertising. So uh, I mean, it means a lot to me that first of all that a lot of people daily use my products, but also that these people are my products are sticky, and basically that people do log back into to products to use them. So that's a win for me. And then let's look at all the SaaS that I have. So I actually have 8 SaaS right now, 2 of which are free and are not included in this list. But yeah, one is Fastly, and then we have Dealflow, Trendly, Grouply, Scrapebook, and Cart. And I built basically this month. I've built this platform again that you can find at brain.rubini.solutions. And I've also built a system of health checks for all of my software products, because that way I can know instantly what to work on. So in the alt column, you can see that we have some happy phases, some straight phases, and some unhappy phases. So I know that I need to work on the unhappy phases because I need to fix something, whether it's churn, whether it's growth rate. And yeah, the health checks are basically churn, growth rate, and last commit, like last code commit, and the last tasks activity. So those are the health checks that I account for when I produce the alt score. And then, yeah, this is the MRR for all of them, MRR per user. So you can see, like, I have my operation is really diverse. I have some SaaS that are low ticket, some SaaS are high ticket, like Grouply, for example. Um, and some SaaS have a lot of users, free users. Some SaaS have very low free users. So I hope that's helpful. So let's go through one, like each of the SaaS. So Grouply, you can find at grouply.com. If you don't know, it's basically a you can think of it as Google Alerts for Facebook groups. So whenever there's a real conversations that happen on Facebook groups, we notify you of that conversation so that you can interact. And so I basically, we actually increased the MRR on Grouply because we got a new client at $500 per month. We lost one this month at 250, which was one of the first customers where we had that price point. We don't have that price point anymore. We actually only sell at a minimum of $500 per month. And so what I did this week is actually scrape Capterra, which is the review site for some of my competitors. In this case, we are looking at Capterra leads from Mention.net, which is not a direct competitor of my product, but it's in the same space. So I guess these people that left a review for Mention would be interested in Grouply as well. But again, it's not a direct competitor because I'm actually the only solution that does this for Facebook groups, and it's actually very very hard to do in the backend. So yeah, that's why. And yeah, so I also went through how to do this. So if you want to do it for your own software, I also went through how to do it in my scraping course, reverse engineering through technical scraping course, which we will be talking later. So that's something I'm working on. Then we have Trendly. So Trendly is my trend spotting startup, and basically it allows you to discover rising trends you haven't heard of. I kind of refined the message through last month. We have a new headline. We have basically new highlighted trends in the home page, and then we have the description on the trend cards. We have a new search bar with auto completion, and throttling, because come on, we don't want to get script. And then the number one thing that I did is also highlighting more the trendy versus Google Trends section, because that's one of the, I think it's the top question that people ask. So there's that. Then we shipped VIP pages, and so basically what I did is I analyzed tweets and videos and articles from some, let's say, VIP personalities in the marketing space. So this is the page for MKBHD, which is a famous YouTuber, who is a famous YouTuber. And yeah, so we analyzed all the trends that he basically talked about, and we added a visualization layer on that. And yeah, with this, I'm trying to go viral, or even like being retweeted by some of these personalities would be fine. I did this with MKBHD, I did this with Noah Kagan as well. And by the way, the little circle here indicates when they actually made the prediction. So for example, for MKBHD, it was here, and then obviously if you go into the app and you hover, you also get the date. So here would be January 8th, 2020, that he made the prediction about rotating TVs. And so yeah, it's informative to look at trends that these people predicted or that betted on. So yeah, we launched that. Another thing I did is adding custom social proof notifications, because I don't want to pay for like all the platforms that are up there. I just made mine, and yeah, it takes real events from inside the DB. The other thing I did is launching a Chrome extension, and yeah, we have some cool reviews coming in for that, and it basically allows you to spot trends right inside your Google search. Basically, when you search on Google some word, you can instantly see the trend for that word. And the top thing that I did that paid out is actually doing a Black Friday reverse offer, as I called it. And yeah, so basically, while others were discounting, we were actually increasing the price. So I think this is very good, because we don't want to attract people that have a discount mentality, and we also want to keep increasing prices. So Trendly, if you don't know, basically it started at $9 per month, then we increased to $29 per month, and then now we increased to $49 per month. So what that does, like we did a small campaign on practice intentionality with your purchases, because one thing of like one thing in Black Friday is that people are basically mindlessly shopping, and so we actually outreach to our customers base, and we said, if you were on the fence about upgrading, your Trendly account, it's best to do it now, because we are actually increasing our prices from 29 to 49, and yeah, that worked. We had a lot of, not a lot. We have about maybe 9 or 10 people that upgraded their account, and then today we yeah, today or like yesterday, we had the first customers that actually paid the full price, because the offer was off. And so he paid $49, and that's a huge win for me, because obviously that yeah, basically verifies the offer. So like yeah, it's a huge win for me, because it proves that someone values the software. $49 per month. This is the first customer. So I mean, the first customer that gets it at 49. So then the other software that I have is called Cart. Is an e-commerce software. We basically collect e-commerce data from Shopify stores. And so what we launched here is a list of the top keywords on the Shopify App Store, which you can use to discover low competition keywords that you can rank for in the Shopify App Store. And this is very, very useful for people who are doing Shopify apps. So you can again search keywords and see the number of results on page, the average rating on the page, etc. So you can spot again low competition keywords that you can rank for. So this is the first thing that we launched. Then we also launched stores insights, and we did a list of stores that are growing fast by looking at their traffic. So the stores that you see on the left are actually stores that increase by 100% or more their traffic, so their foot traffic, their online foot traffic in October to November. And so it's really interesting. Like first of all, you can infer trends by looking at this. But if you are a store owner, like a merchant, you can also see what they are selling and like replicate their success. There's a success. Or if you are a solution provider, you can get a list of new merchants that are growing fast that can fit your ideal client profile. So this is a useful feature. And then we went on Reddit and Facebook groups to market it, and hopefully have drive some signups. On Cart we have a free plan. We have a plan that costs $49 per month. Then the other thing I have targetbear.com, which is a SaaS that basically allows you to spot hidden targeting interest on Facebook ads for Facebook ads. And we made this SaaS entirely free, and so that actually paid out because we have a lot of new signups. I think we doubled the users base, and again, Target Bear is very basic. Is you can replicate it with, if you are a developer, honestly you can do it with a single API call to Facebook APIs. But again, I just put a nice UI and more features into it. And then the reason that I made the switch to free, and keep in mind, targetbear.com was doing around $100, like 50 to $100 a month. The reason that I made it free is actually because there are a lot of people in the space, and I don't think people should pay for something like this, as simple as this. And I'm also in the phase where I'm detaching from a lot of products that I made and looking at like the big picture. And I think I value like for this kind of software, I value the most signups and get a point of contact with the person, and that can, and then obviously I can use target bear email list to market other software that I have. So that's how I'm looking at it. And I mean, overall, I can reach more than 10,000 people that signed up for my product. So it's very interesting. And we also have love emails. So this is one of them that this person is saying, due to COVID, I'm actually broke. And thank you for making this available at no charge. And Target Bear is now my ND secret tool belt. And so this type of emails actually make my day. So I have another SaaS called Fast Lien. It's on the tax lien business that you can do it in the US only. So on that we did a lot of improvements and also improved the landing pages and on pages. So we think we are doing some marketing as well. We think we will improve the MRR, increase the MRR. So this month I also made a course, and as a good bootstrapper, I actually pre-sold it. So if you are interested in that, go to learn.microbini.com, and it's a course on reverse engineering through technical scraping, which is what I do in the day-to-day. So far, it has about 13 or 14 students, so it has generated $2,000 more or less. I'm selling at $150, and so that's absolutely good. I mean, this is some of on the left you can see some of the course structure. I'm obviously filming it now and delivering it now, and adding more lessons as I go. I also basically created the old platform that hosts the course, because I didn't want to pay. I didn't want to pay the platforms that are out there like Podia or Kajabi. So I did one for myself. This is on the right. You can see the onboarding for people. And so I'm constantly working on improving the platform that hosts the course, but also on the course itself by adding lessons. Then I also have a consulting practice that I want to expand a little bit. I do it for like to stay sharp. And yeah, so this month we actually got a few clients, one of which is Selena. So Selena, if you don't know, it's a huge operation that in the hospitality industry. They have locations and co-working spaces all over the place, all over the world. The world. And basically for them, I designed a store from scratch, not using Shopify or something like that, for their Black Friday offer. And I think we will work on, we will work together on some more stuff. So far, so good. It didn't, I mean, the consulting practice revenue, I didn't account for it this month because it's account receivable, so I will probably account for it next month, hopefully, or in January, we'll see. But yes, I'm trying also to find more clients, and I mean, my forte is connecting marketing and coding, and use coding as marketing, if it makes sense, through the creation of free products, through the creation of through basically using technical marketing to get leads for businesses. So I'm positive that I will have more clients here, and I want to create an area on my site specifically for this. So again, what's next? So in this, I think I predict that December will be slow, because yeah, it's December. It's always slow for people. But yeah, so I want to create a new consulting section on my site, microbean.com. I want to do a product launch. I actually want to launch 6 to 8 things on product launch that are new that I did. And I'm planning, I'm debating if I have to do all at once one day, so they can have 6 to 8 in the product hunt on page. That would be nice. I can basically own product hunt for the day. That's my plan. Or maybe spread that, spread those through multiple days. We'll see. Then I have a new SaaS that I'm working on, actually two, but I want to ship at least one, doing an MVP. One of which you can see the my drawing skills are not my forte, but you can see the mockup on the left, for one of which is related to scraping, because by doing the course I realized that there's an opportunity there. So I'm doing a SaaS on scraping, and then I won't reveal the other one, but we'll see. Then on cart, which is again my e-commerce SaaS, I'm gonna launch a new feature, and I'm gonna at least launch a new free feature, a new other free feature. Then on the course as well, I'm gonna improve it and pre-sell more of it. On the course, basically my objective is to at least reach 25 people. Right now we are at 14, so we are basically halfway there. And for Trendly, my objectives are to hire more writers, and I'm also actually not more writer. I writers because right now I do everything, and I'm also entertaining the idea of selling it. Not because I don't love the product. I mean, I love the product and I love the problem, but I mean there are a few pros of doing that, like the network. And the networking part is good. I think you get to network with a lot of cool people who sold startups, or the some investments funds, so people like that. So I do it for the network. Then the other reason that I would do it is for the cash flow, because again, right now I'm only doing 6K per month, which I don't think it's a lot. I mean, I should be doing 10x that, but I use that money to live, so like I don't have money left over to like running ads or doing or even hiring, to be honest. And then the other reason I would do it is for basically having my first win, like my first, reasonable win, which is a lump of cash. I think that that's something that I'm looking forward to. So those are the reasons that I would do it. But again, I would love to find a strategic partner where I can sell to. Um, that, and I love the problem, so I would also maybe stay on it, to work on it. And yeah, so those are the things. I mean, there are competitors that are catching up, not really catching up, but I think the problem with Trendly is that there is this trend now with newsletter and like what's it called, Substack and things like that, that allow you to like write and have a newsletter. And anyone can just get up in the morning and write about trends. So I think we need to dig a deeper moat, and to dig that deeper moat, I think we need to work on technology a lot. So yeah, these are some things that I want to do. And then on Grouply, I want to hire an appointment setter to go through the leads that I showed you, that I scraped. So those are some of the things that I want to be doing next month. Again, if you have any advice for me, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Mike Rubini. That's my name. And yeah, again, if you have any advice or feedback or questions, let me know. And have a good day.